Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Rush Racing Division 3, the last race of the week. And yes, the last sprint race weekend of the week before we head over to Suzuka for the remaining races for the divisions. This has been a very interesting one. Not a good start for a few drivers earlier on in the season, but they've got another opportunity to do very, very well here tonight at Sakir. And also to score some massive points for some of the teams, as we are seeing a bit of a change with some of the teams going into the overalls, which we will find out at the weekend. I am your host and commentator, SJ, and I'm joined by a new guy who did very, very well here for Mercedes in Division 2, Zombie. Good evening.
Good evening, SJ. How you going?
Good, mate. Obviously, you're feeling pretty good after your win here. Absolutely fantastic result for yourself and your team.
Yeah, very, very nice for Mercedes Div2, and I am very excited to watch my team go along for Div3. Hopefully, a redemption arc for last week. Obviously, not a very good week last week for them, but I'm excited to watch them tonight.
Yeah. On your thoughts on this division, who do you feel are the ones to watch out for tonight?
Haas had a very good weekend, a 1-4. Obviously, Jordan's is leading most of the pack for most of the race, but I think, obviously, as I mentioned, I think Mercedes is looking for a redemption arc, P16 and P17, so it's good to watch them, I reckon.
Lovely jubbly. Well, we will jump back on to the guys in the paddock very, very soon. But let's go over to our team of the week. A new graphics design this season. And, well, what a start for round one. Good evening, Watanabe, the Aston Martin TP.
Evening, SJ. How's it going?
Good, mate. You've got obviously quite a lot of these. A nice new graphic for you. I'm sure you want this. This is pretty cool. I do like this graphic. But first round, team of the week. How you feeling?
Yeah, pretty good. The graphic does look pretty cool, by the way. Yeah, couldn't have asked for a better start. Leading overalls already, finishing off, starting just how we finished it off, actually. So, yeah, it's pretty good. This week's been a bit up and down so far. Just Bahrain, it's just one of those tracks. It's a stinky track, so stinky round is fine for a stinky track.
No, that's fair enough. Are you feeling that this season, from what you've seen so far, I know it's only been 2 rounds and it's probably a bit difficult to say until after probably Suzuka. Are you feeling that it's going to be a lot more all-rounder this season?
Oh yeah, like you look at some of the divs, and especially in qualifying, like the gaps are so close. Like it's going to be anyone's game this season. I reckon it's going to be even closer than last season.
You still confident that you can go back to back?
I've got the team to do it, man. I still think I can do it. It's going to be a long season, I think, but we'll see what happens.
And confident tonight in your 2 drivers, Wogjet and Amadia Yu. Obviously, no rain in Bahrain, which we know Wogjet is a fantastic driver in the rain. But are you feeling good going into Suzuka?
Yeah, I'm feeling pretty good. I think I've been doing all right, scoring points where we need to so far. Suzuka is just one of those tracks again. It's pretty average, but it's a good track. As long as we can get our qualifying done pretty well, it's pretty damn hard to overtake there. So I guess that's the game plan. Focus on quality, try and start up the front, and see what happens.
Yeah, awesome. Well, I'll let you go and wish you all the best. I know you're engineering tonight, so yeah, all the best for your team. And we'll look forward to seeing what happens end of the week and going into Suzuka next week on Division 1.
So thank you very much.
Cheers, mate. All right, we are heading back to the paddock, and we've got a surprise interview. Hopefully, that person does jump in. Right, I'm going to ask my new commentator tonight to take us through the grid. Zombie, let us know from top to bottom who we've got on the grid tonight for Division 3, please.
So we've got from the top, from leading.
Yep, just go down. They will move because obviously they're on laps. But yeah, go from Kazuto all the way down.
Kazuto. So we've got Kazuto in the RB. We've got the two Kicksowers in Tylum and the Bucking Bronco. We've got the Williams of Spud Muffin and I believe Spotty Dotty. We've got the McLarens of Hennessy and Dutch Verstappen. We've got the leading contenders at the moment with Haas, with Jordan, and Jetman had a very good week last week. And we've got the two Alpines tied with Aston Martin in Redman and Vettel. We've got the Aston Martins, we got Cristiano, if that's how I pronounce it, and Maddie, and the Ferraris of NDV, sorry about that, and Claire. And we got the Red Bulls of Quiet Cake and Slushy.
There we go. That is our lineup, and we do have Indian V, the only car that unfortunately will not do a quali in short quali. Does have that quali ban, so may jump on board with him, get him in for a quick chat to see what he's got to say. But he has got an opportunity in the sprint race, and I'm gonna get you to take us away, Zombie, on board Vettel for a flying lap of the sprint quali. So just about to come up to the final corner. Over to you, my friend.
I'll just quickly get the telemetry as he starts his lap. Leaves on a hot lap. Burn it just before the DRS line. DRS open, full charge and ERS coming down to the first corner. Say brake around just before 100 meters. Does he go wide? He gets that corner spot on for me. Get a good entry up here, up the hill. Full burn to ERS. Open the DRS. Obviously you can take this corner however you want. I prefer the apex. He hits that perfectly on the throttle. Try not to go too wide. Through the S's. Try and maximize the track limits as he goes down the S's. Gets the braking point just perfect. Hits the apex perfectly. Get a good exit into third gear. Medium up the hill here. Very difficult braking zone. As he hits that perfectly. Hits the apex as well. A very good start to the lap in sector 2 here. Opens DRS, burns the ERS. Can you get a good braking into here? Yes, you can. Get a good charge up the hill. Hot lap. Burns a little bit. Let's see what he does here. Does he go wide? Hits that apex perfectly. 40% battery left as he would probably burn to around 15% down his hill. As he does exactly that. Can you hit the apex on this last corner? Yes, he does, and a charge up to the line. Can he get into his 127s, possibly 128s? He does a 128.4, a good banker lap for Vettel.
Yes, a fantastic lap for Vettel, and also a great start as well for VCAR, but Vu and Kazuto, first and third at the moment. We've still got Quiet Cake and Bread still to set times. 27s is the only time currently at the moment at the top of the grid with Kazuto, and 28s from P2 all the way down to P4. So some of these guys, are they struggling, or are they just, mixing up on the tyres? We're seeing a few mediums there, Zombie. What do you think? Are we now going to start to see these 28s coming in? Because a lot of these guys are in the 29s earlier on.
I mean, for banker laps, there's a lot of soft runners. I'm very surprised there's a lot of soft runners going first instead of the mediums, unless they have already used the mediums, which I believe they have actually. Sorry about that. We've got Hennessy on his third. He's done 3 laps on the mediums. So, I'm sure he hasn't not done his soft lap yet. I don't believe anyone's out on their soft lap yet. But yeah, a very good time for Kazoo, a 127.9. A very, very decent lap for him, but he does not have it extra soft if he hasn't gone for the softer allocation. So I believe he'll just be sitting in the pits and hoping no one gets into the 27s like he did. A very, very nice built lap from him.
Yeah, definitely. As we see Hennessy coming in as well on those mediums. I'm just keeping up to date with the time just to see if he's going to have enough time to get onto those softs. Obviously, I made that mistake the other night, which really did hurt, going from P1 all the way down to P15. So make sure you've got plenty of time and you can get onto a set of tyres. I think I thought that the qualifying in the sprint was 18 minutes, not 11. So my fault there. We've got Bread on an outlap at the moment. We've also got Slushy coming on an outlap as well. We've done an Alpine. Let's jump on board with the Red Bull. I'll take us away for the Red Bull. In P4 at the moment, 28.982. Can he put it into the top three or even on to the podium? On board with Slushy coming down the main straight. 2 minutes to go. Here we go, all the way down the main straight, burning that ERS up to around about 70% battery. As you can see, start people coming out of the pit there, keeping it nice and tight. Good so far. Then keeping it nice and close to the corner. Then burning the ERS up to the top, getting onto the DRS, moving over to the left-hand side, riding that line all the way, just keeping it on within track limits. Down onto the 50, clip the curb. Don't try and lose the back end, keeping it nice and stable and balanced through the nice S's section where you get a really good momentum coming through here. Now it's coming into the last couple of corners of sector 2, up the hill, then coming down the hill. This will be one to watch out for in the race because everyone will be behind you, so you really need to be careful of the brakes. Got it a little bit all sorts out of there. We may have lost a little bit of time. Still got quite a lot of ERS left, and on the DRS now going into sector 2, coming up to sector 3 very, very nicely onto the curb, using as much of the curbs as possible, coming up the hill and then coming all the way down into sector 3. 2 temps up at the moment. He is looking likely to get P3 as it stands. On the left-hand side, 24% battery. He's got a little bit of traffic in front. I don't think he'll get the toe. Coming around the final corner, is he going to lose it all or is he going to gain it? Coming to the line, 8%, 5%, 2%, 1%. Goes P4, doesn't just make it into P3 there, and that's Slushy's lap. Over to you, Zombie. Who's next?
We've got... Let's have a look at Nishka here. I know he's been practicing a lot. Let's have a look at his lap. His apex on point. 60% battery left on the second straight. That is a lot of battery. He has been saving a lot of battery for that sector 2. He's around 40% battery coming up to this end sector, to the start of the sector. 4th gear up the hill. Burns a little bit. I think he's burned a bit too much here, SJ. I'm not sure. I'll have a look at this second last corner. Hits it perfectly. He's got 30% battery for this back straight. 14. He's got 10. Oh, he's got 8% battery. I'm not sure if he's gonna see what lap time he does. Oh, he's gone wide. As he goes wide, and he's got no ERS left. Oh, where does this put him? Puts him 5th place at 28.5. Not a very built lap. That had a lot of potential that lap.
There we go, and we've seen the Vu has gone P1, 27.583,
Wow.
Kazuto, 27.9. Bread is in P3, Vettel is in P4 at the moment. They are continuing. We've got more guys coming around the corner. I'm just trying to keep on board. We've got the Williams of Spud Muffin. He's up to P9, just behind his teammate. We've got the Ferrari of Claire. No, it's not. Sorry, it's NDMV. Only P13.
Bread's backed out.
Who's that, sorry?
Bread's backed out. He was up. I think he was up for a good time, and he backed out second last corner.
Well, it's unfortunate. I think Vettel is coming around the final corner. Now we're seeing the Ferrari and McLaren as well. Claire up to P10. The McLaren of Dutch up to P5. Good time by him. Hennessy up to... I'm just trying to look for Hennessy.
Ooh.
He's up to
Vettel's gone up to
P9.
P2.
Jetman is the last one. P20. More interesting there.
Oh, Jetman, what's happening? Oh no.
That should qualify. That he should qualify and done for the sprint. So not the best of times there for Jetman, NDMV and Brian. All getting it wrong there, and Wogjet and Bunky and Bronco. But look at this. What a night so far for V-Carb. P1 and P4 going into the sprint quali, but they are all different in the top 3. Vu taking pole position, Vettel taking P2, and Jordan Sears yet again showing that consistency up to P3. We are over to the sprint race. And there you go. There you have it. The classification results are in, and look at that, 0.013 from Vettel to Vu. So fantastic time there between the two of them, and a really, really good night so far for VCAB. So your top three is Vu in the VCAB, Vettel in the Alpine, Jordan Sears in the Haas. Then we've got Kazuto in P4 and Matty AU in the Aston in P5. Then Dutch Bread, Tyler, Hennessy, Nishka, Claire, Slushy, Spotty Dotty, Quiet Cake, Spudmuffin, Bunga Bronco, Wogjet, Brian, Indian V, and Jetman, who looks like he stayed on the mediums, didn't set a time on the soft, so he will have a set of softs extra for the race. Great start for some of these guys at the front, and how do you think it's going to go into turn one here, Zombie?
Bahrain, not known for very clean turn ones. These past couple divisions, Div 1, Div 2, they haven't had very clean turn ones. I'm not expecting a lot different, but sprint race, no pit stops, full pace out. So who comes out on top, SJ?
Yeah, this is going to be very, very exciting, and I'm going to let you take away the start of the sprint race, mate. So throw you straight in the deep zone and let you see how you go. So all over to you, mate.
Yeah, alright. It's fascinating, this top two. 10 milliseconds away from each other. 3/10 away from the rest of the grid. I'm sure they will be running away, fighting for the 8 points. 1 point difference for first and second, which is not much, but can be very valuable to the end of the season. But this should be a good race for the top two, I reckon. What do you think, SJ?
Yeah, this is going to be good. I'm looking forward to it. Alpine had a very, very good week last week. So did Haas. But here we go.
Here
Over
we
to you,
go.
my friend.
3, 4, 5 lights on for the Bahrain sprint race. It's lights out and away we go. Can the V Cup and the Alpine get a good start? The V Cup's gotten a very good start. Alpine still the same as now. And the Alpine goes down the inside of the V Cup. Can the V Cup go back around the outside? And no, Vettel has taken the lead into turn one. Any carnage at the back, any spins. Oh, and as the Red Bull and the Sauber go wide. Nothing major at the moment, SJ. Oh,
Yeah, some debris
Vettel
been
has
flying
taken
up.
the lead.
We've lost some debris. I'm trying to keep up to date who it is, but there's some debris that's gone flying. But no, back to you.
Yeah, Vettel has taken the lead. He's got 5/10 clear of Haivu already. This should be a good race here from here on out. Alpine, 6/10 away from the V-carb. Try and get these tyres warmed up. Try and not make any mistakes from Haivu. Can he stick with the Alpine? I'm sure he can. Aston Martin just fallen behind. And we got a big line as usual. Oh, we got the Red Bull and the Williams fighting into this turn. No, he backs out. Doesn't look like any fights to me at the moment. Yeah, Vettel nearly a second clear of the V Cup. Has he got more of a race setup? He's got more downforce. Let's see who's got more downforce in the straight, SJ.
Yeah, this is going to be interesting. If he loses the DRS already to Vu, then it's going to be very, very difficult for Vu to get to the back of him, which then he's going to make him under pressure from Matty AU. So, yeah, going to be interesting to see how that's going to go. But don't forget, they're going to have another bite at the cherry here in the feature race here. But a really, really good start for the Alpines and also VCARB, who did have an interesting start to the week there. We've got Brett is just going side by side with the Mercedes and Nishka. Nishka gets it all wrong there, a little bit slow there on the exit. He's now going to come under extreme pressure from Hennessy that looks to make the move. Bunkin Bronco has got a 10-second penalty for a collision with Jetman there already. Spudmuffin down in P13 into that traffic. And we're seeing a 1.7 second gap already between Slushy and Spotty Dotty. So both Red Bulls out of the points at the moment. The only person that is into the points is Nishka, but he's got Hennessy for company as it stands. Back up to the front though, Vu is 1.4 seconds behind Vettel. Vettel, he's flying tonight in that Alpine.
I can definitely see Vettel has got a lot higher downforce setup, as Haivu without DRS was gaining 3 to 4 tenths on the straight, which is a massive difference. But it looks like Vettel is definitely making that ground in Sector 2 to make it hard for Haivu to catch him into Sector 3 going into Sector 1. So, and it looks like Haivu's going to come under pressure from Matty and Kaz. Let's see what happens on the straight. got... Here comes the V for Carp of Kaj. He's got a lot more straight line speed than the Aston Martin. Is he going to make a move into turn 1? Is he going to go defensive? Is the vehicle going to go down the inside? No, he plays it safe. And Haas closes up behind him. Any more fights coming into turn 1? No fights into turn 1. Field looks pretty clean here as I see. I think a Sauber at the back has pitted. He's 25 seconds behind. I believe I did see him pit before, possibly for a new front wing. Not a very bad start for the Saubers in the sprint race. 19th with a 10-second penalty and 20th. As we see Bucking Bronco making a move on Jetman. Jetman's going to keep at the outside line. It's relatively clean going into the S's. Can he make a move? No, he backs out. Let's move our way back to the front. And Vettel keeping his lead, 1.3, 1.4 seconds in front now. Vettel's standing his ground in the second sector. He's making a lot of ground there. And as, yeah, around the midfield, staying relatively clean, staying relatively the same as the start. Over to you, Joe.
Yeah, thanks, Zombie. Great start as well for Vettel. Looks like this could be one sprint hands down win. So it looks like he's going to see some setup changes for some of the guys in front to catch up with him, because it looks like he's got his setup on point at the moment. Matty Ague in that 8th battle with Vu. Will he be able to get him with the DRS? That's going to be the question, because if Vu does come under pressure, this could make it for a very interesting end of the sprint. Kazuto getting quite close to Matty Ayu earlier on, but doesn't make the move. Got Jordan Sears in that P5 as well. A big DRS train from P2 all the way, from P3 all the way down to P10 at the moment. Nishka, 4.5 temps on the back of Brett there. Hennessy dropped off 1.2 seconds now, so he's lost a bit of pace, but he's under pressure from Spotty Dotty in the Williams. Then you've got Slushy in P11, 2.2 seconds behind that as well, so that's not the best of starts for him. Not in the points currently. Spot muffin down there. He is in the DRS of Slushy. Then you've got Quiet Cake 2.4, who's got Brian and Wogjet getting very, very close. As you can see, Wogjet nearly pushing Brian round. So I don't know if there's a little bit of damage. I'm just trying to see at the front there if we've got any damage. Yes, we do. Quiet Cake has lost the front left plate there. So that's the reasons why he's struggling.
No.
Going over to Brian, I'm trying to see any damage to Brian, because this is where it's happening at the moment. I know there's some debris that flew up earlier. Nope, Brian's all good. Wogjet's all good. The Ferrari of NDMV's good. Claire was all good. She's had a bit of a spin earlier on. The Sauber in P18 and Jetman, not the best starts in Bahrain tonight, and Tyler down there in P20. So Sauber have had a very, very good week, but not having a good start to the sprint race here, Zombie.
Yeah, Sauber and Ferrari and the Red Bulls both out of the points, including the Williams. That whole entire team has been out the points. As we do see that Dutch Verstappen has made a move, is making a move into turn 1. He keeps that inside line going up to the hill. The Alpine just stays in front. Can Brett defend? Who's got DRS? Dutch does have DRS. Jordan has gone off. He's gone down to 8th place. I believe I did see some gravel on that car, but he has stayed on the track. He has not spun, so I think he's alright. Can Dutch Verstappen make a move onto Brett? He is very, very close, 5 tenths behind. As Brett he just locks up, loses a little bit of time. I believe, I don't think he'll get him on this DRS straight, but you never know. Looking at the front, Vettel keeping that same lead. Hivu can just he's not making much ground. He's made around 2 tenths in this last 2 laps, but one mistake from Vettel and Hivu is back in this race for P1.
Well, yeah, because he's actually not that far. It was 1.3. He's managing to keep it within that second. So we'll have to wait and see if the Vu can get to the back of Vettel. He's 9.5 tenths. Do these two end up working together and trying to pull away? Because we can see a 2-second gap from Matty Ayu to Vu at the moment. So Matty Ayu in control of that P3, but he does have Kazuto for company and the rest of the other guys as well. So it looks like Vettel and Vu are going to work together here to try and pull away from the pack, as Tyler does get a 3-second time penalty. Nishka going for the move on Dutch into P6. Very well done there. Good move Lot better from last week. He was very frustrated last week. He has got the pace here at Bahrain. Hennessy and Jordan Sears going side by side in the sprint. Things are happening. We've also got Spotty Dotty that's going to get involved in that as well. Then there we go, the McLaren round the outside, trying to hold the grip. Doesn't get the move done. Jordan Sears keeping out in front. It's a Haas, McLaren and Williams battle going on. NDMV down in P13. It's all going down in this midfield even further as Quiet Cake goes side by side, and there's a spin with NDMV.
Oh, he's off.
Takes off the track, and NDMV dropped down into P18, and Wogjet into P16. Quiet Cake let him all through with that damage. It's not the best of nights for him so far. He's letting everyone through, so he's obviously not very happy. There, back up to the front. Vu 9.5 tenths to Vettel. Matty AU 2.5, but he's still got Kazuto for company. So I'm going to jump on board with Kazuto and then take a flying lap with
Kazuto. Matty does not have DRS. This could be very crucial. Can he get this last corner perfect? He goes a little bit wide, but it's not too much. Half a second behind Kazuto is, I think, as long as he's got enough DRS, I think he can make a move here. But he is not gaining enough. No, yeah, I wouldn't think so. Behind him, we got Bread, 1.4 seconds behind. He's got Nishka for company, going up the hill. Can Nishka get Bread here? But I believe he might be too far behind. We've got Dutch Verstappen alone. We've got Jordan alone, but with Hennessy for company. Spotty Dotty. We've got this little three-way battle here for 8th place here, as Jordan is leading that. We've got Slushy behind, Spud Muffin, Claire, Bucking Broncos and Claire very close to each other. We've got a little bit of a DRS train at the back here. I will make my way back up to the front as Kazuto is staying with Matty. I'm not sure if they're just trying to work together here to try and catch the front, or Matty is controlling this very well for the sprint podium here. And as Hiver is not making no progress here for Vettel, as I think Vettel's just making so much ground in that second sector. It's just giving him so much free space. And as Hiver, he has lost 3 tenths. That has done a lot to him. That could possibly just give him the race win to Vettel here, as he's gained all that time back within a second, but I don't believe he has DRS. Kazuto and Matty are very close to each other. Kazuto's gotten a very good exit. We could see a fight here into turn 1 as we go to the TV pod here. Can Kazuto make a move to that Matty? No, he does not. A little bit of a fake. But yeah, nothing much happening here. SJ, over to you.
Yeah, looks like it's Vettel and Vu at the moment, but Vu has got a little bit closer, 5.5 tenths at the moment, so he needs to be careful he doesn't end up losing this race by letting Vu back in. Matty AU 3.4 seconds back. Kazuto 2.5 tenths, hasn't gone for a move yet, but he is bringing Bread along, and also Nishka is not far behind that, so if these guys start messing around, these guys could end up taking a spot away from them. Alpine and VCup having a fantastic start to the night, so Symphonic and Bread, the TP, will be over the moon of how this is going. And so far, McLaren just out the points with Hennessy at the moment in that P9. Needs to get Jordan Sears, and that is just telling you of how different each week goes, because last week Jordan Sears, fantastic in Monza, Jetman doing fantastic down in P16. So things have changed very, very quickly that we've seen. With around about 3 laps to go in this race, are we going to see Kazuto get the job done on Matty AU? He has been following him for quite some time, but he's got an Alpine and a Mercedes ready to make a move if they make a mistake. Here we go. Kazuto is about to try and get the move done, but it looks like the Alpine is getting closer. Is he going to make a move down to Kazuto into turn 1? Doesn't look like it. Vettel, though, has lost the lead here. And
Vettel
is into P1. Vettel is now behind Vu. So after bringing him back in, he's now lost the lead. There's drama here in the sprint race. Zombie, over to you. And we've got, hang on, Brett is now just coming back in. He's 2.5 tenths. He's so close to the back of Kazuto. Kazuto could end up losing P4. This could be absolute drama here for Alpine and drama for VCup. Back to you. It's gone very wide there, Vu.
Wow. I did not expect Vu to gain that much unless Vettel has locked up or he's gone wide. But this should still be a very good battle, but Vettel hasn't made the ground he wanted to. But yeah, look at Vu, he is flying. Even with Vettel with DRS, he is not gaining any time. You can just see the grip with Vettel coming into that turn, but yeah, Vu is just, yeah, he's flying on those straights. It's going to be very, very hard for Vettel to pass him back. As we go towards the back, Matty sitting still in third, just hanging on. And Kazoo, he's just making up the time. He's relatively been sitting on 5/10 basically the entire race, but can we see if Nishka and Bread can make a move? Let's go to the back, and Hennessy has overtaken Jordan. I haven't seen that. Both of the McLarens back into the points. Jordan is not having a very strong race like he did in Monza. But we do have Spotty Dotty still 8/10 behind, just waiting for something to happen. As we see, Jordan getting very close to the back of those two McLarens. Can Jordan get a very good run up to the hill? And Nisha's got a 3-second penalty. Can he keep 6th place with the McLarens just behind him? Nisha's going to have to start really pushing on those medium tyres, but yeah. Can Jordan make a last lap move? And back to the front, he's 4/10 behind Vettel and Haivu, still sticking right to each other. This is Vettel's last chance to get the win here. Can he make a move back at the back end of the straight? Who gets the better exit? Oh, Vettel does not have the exit. I think Haivu, from here on out, could possibly take the win here, SJ.
Yeah, I can't believe this. This is a transformation completely. Vettel leading this race from basically start to finish. Is coming up to the last couple of corners. As for the last lap, yeah, unfortunately, press the old blue button if you want to subscribe to get rid of those ads. I do apologise. Vu is going to take the win here. Oh, this is going to go down in the comments. This is going to go down big. Has Vettel bottled the sprint on the last lap? And Vu, wow, well done for holding it out. And there we go. Vettel into P2. Matty AU. Kazuto couldn't get the move. Bread doesn't get the move either. P3 for Matty AU. Kazuto P4. Bread P4. Down. Dutch into P6. Nishka just staying into the points. P7. And McLaren do get the last opportunities there for the 2 points in P6 and 8. Jordan Sears in P9 just missing out there. Spotty Dotty P10, Spud Muffin P11, Slushy P12, Claire P13, Wogjet P14, Jet and P15, NDMV 16th, Brian 17th, Quackcake 18th, and Bo Saubers not having the best of starts tonight. Bunkin Bronco and Tyler in 19th and 20th. That was exciting. I really enjoyed that. That's going to be a big talking point, definitely throughout the week now, where the opportunities were there for Vettel. And he brought Vu back into it and actually brought it back into it to actually take the win there, Zombie. So a bit unfortunate for the Alpines.
Yeah, I was starting to stutter a bit. There was things happening all over the place, at the back, at the front, at the midfield. The midfield was fairly competitive up from, I'd say, probably 3rd to around maybe 7th. Behind, at the end of that train was a Nishka, but Dutch Verstappen does compromise Nishka for getting that 3-second penalty, so Nishka will have to try and practice to not get that 3-second. And I wonder what happened to Vettel. I'm not sure if he went off, he locked up, and Haivu just capitalised off that and he just took the win from there. Bit of a bottle drop there from Vettel, and a horror for the Saubers as Bronco has a 20-second penalty, and Tyler I believe he would have had damage on the first lap after he pitted after the first lap. So, yeah, stuttering a bit. Lot happening, SJ.
Yeah, no, absolutely fantastic start to the sprint race, and it's going to be very exciting to see what we're going to see in the feature. I'm definitely thinking that the team principals or the engineers will definitely be talking to the drivers about changing their setups. It's a bit of it's a trial and error for the sprint to see what happens, and then obviously changing it for the main, which is going to be very exciting to see. We've got 2 redeemed interviews. So first of all, we've got Tazio and also Cooper Trooper. So if they do want to jump in, now is your time to jump in and have a quick chat with us. So yeah, we'll just wait for you guys to jump in when you're ready. There we go. And there we go. We've got our first interview, which is Tazio. Tazio, welcome to the Comms Box this season 10. How's it going, my friend?
Yeah, been well, thanks. Had a good break between the season, and now it's just started back up. I'm just played as a reserve and just played by ear, whatever team needs me. Happy to join in.
Yeah, it's a shame to not see you obviously in a full time. Obviously, a good opportunity last season that we saw you driving for Kick, then driving for Mercedes. So far, obviously being a reserve driver, what have you thought to the 2 rounds so far in Monza and obviously Bahrain from what you've seen?
It's been good. There's some quality people. I've been focusing more on just like looking at Alpine because Brad, the TP, is one of my real life friends. So just been sort of helping him whenever he needs with engineering and everything. But no, it's been good so far.
Okay, so basically, if the time comes, you'll be jumping in as an Alpine and helping them out when possible.
Yeah, if something lines up like that, yeah, it'd be good.
Will we be seeing you in the reserve program this weekend?
Ooh, this weekend I'm a bit busy, but if there's a bit of time, yeah, I'll try to jump in. Yeah, make sure to jump in.
Awesome. Well, appreciate you jumping in. Remember, it's Thursday night, Japan, so if you want to give it a go. But no, I look forward to seeing you on track. I'm sure we will see you on track at some point, and yeah, enjoy the races.
Yeah, it's lit. Thanks, microwave.
Didn't get the last bit out there, but unfortunate. Zombie, I think we've got our next interview in there. We'll just jump on board with this. We've got Cooper Trooper. I'll let you take this one away. Over to you.
Oh, over to me. I don't know much about Cooper, but I do know he was in the Div2 race. How are you feeling for your team going into the Div3 race, Cooper?
Well, it's already off to a bad start, and Div3's got a toy ban, so they'll put him at the rear. So we're all relying on there to hopefully get a good quali performance.
Yeah. Sorry, I don't know what to ask, to be honest.
No, it's fine. You've asked him a question. That's all. Cooper, going into next week, Japan, a track that some people like, some people hate, especially the S's, the Sector 1. This is going to be a track where it's going to be concentration to the max because very, very difficult to make overtakes until you really get to poo on a no name, really, and down the main straight. How are you feeling next week for the Suzuka?
Track's rubbish. Enough said.
I agree. Well said. I think you've had a really, really good start to the overalls this week from obviously the results that have gone up. Similar question to what I asked Wonton. Do you believe it's quite open this season from what you're seeing so far?
Oh, yeah, it's wide open. I mean, we're only into round 2, and there's still another 16 rounds to go, so anything can happen at any point. Just have to see what happens.
And who's your money on if you were a betting man to take out P1, 2, and 3 here?
Definitely not Vettel after that sprint performance. My God, what a bottle.
I knew that was
I'd be a bit biased here. Definitely want Claire on the podium, but I reckon I'm going to go wild shit. I'm going to go Matty AU P1.
Okay. Awesome. All right. Well, enjoy the in the race, and yeah, we'll see you on track next week, and hope your team does well tonight.
Yeah, thank you.
Okay, Zombie, those are 2 interviews there. Obviously, one, Tazio reserve from last season, and Cooper Trooper, the Div 2 driver with Lamb the TP for Ferrari and his teammate as well this season. So far we've got two guys setting the times at the top, 128.593. So there is a little bit of a difference between, I don't know what Hennessy's got on the hards there. That may have been a mistake there by McLaren. We'll have to wait and see. That's a very interesting strat there. Brian coming in with a 28.6 in the Mercedes, very odd. In the 28.6s on the Mercedes, I'm going to take it away on... Let's jump on board. Let's jump on board with Dutch. He is on an outlap at the moment, and I'll let you take it away for a flying lap on board with Dutch. So over to you, Zombie.
Alright, Dutch, here we go. Has not started his lap yet, has not got to sector 3, but I mean, we could have a look if anyone else has finished in the lap, but I don't believe so. I think Dutch is the next man up. Start his lap. Definitely on the soft tyres. Let's hopefully not do what Hennessy did. I'm not sure what he's doing, but yeah, I'm just gonna wait for Dutch warm up those soft tyres. Easy to warm up, so shouldn't be a problem. Hopefully those back people get out the way. Any toes? He does get a bit of a toe from the McLaren. Is the McLaren on his lap? Oh no, he's giving him a toe. Okay. So, burned down to around 75. Braking just before the 100-meter line. Down to third gear. Try and get the throttle as early as possible. Trying to get up this hill. Very crucial for your time. Try and cut of the track as much as you can. Down to around 60%. I'd say around fourth gear around this corner. Try and get the throttle on without going wide. Does that just fine. Through the S's, how far can he cut the track? Overshoots it a little bit, but it should not waste too much time. Can he hit the apex in this corner? Another crucial corner to hit the apex on. Hits the apex perfectly. He has got plenty of battery left, just below 60. Can he get this braking zone right? No lock-ups, hits the apex. Beautiful from Dutch. DRS open, full burn on ERS. To see, very crucial about the battery in this last sector here. Say around back to fourth gear, or he's go to fifth gear, try and get the power on as early as possible. Burn a bit of the battery going up here, medium. Go around back to fourth gear on this corner. Obviously try and hit the apex and try and get the power down. He's got 50% battery. This should be a very clean, very solid lap. That should probably get him into the top 3, top 2 at the moment. Had it seen his lap times. This Kazoo does a 27.7, but we'll stay on with Dutch, see what lap time he does. 5% left on his battery, DRS open. He does set a 128.3, a solid lap from Dutch.
Yeah, fantastic lap there. 28.3, still in the 27s. It looks like this could be a V-carb night here. We saw a very, very impressive performance earlier on. Yeah, if there is a few little tweaks going into the race, it's going to be very interesting to see what happens. But we've got 7 guys setting times. We're still looking at the Hennessy situation there. I'm thinking the hards. That may have been a big mistake. We've also got Bunking Bronco. He is coming around. He is in sector 2 at the moment. We're getting a little bit further down. We're on board with Spotty Dotty. He is on an outlap, but then we've got the other Alpine of Vettel that's on an outlap, and then we've got a few other guys. So I'm just going to keep on board with Bunking Bronco at the moment, see if we are going to see improvement. Sauber are definitely going to need to improve here. Zombie from obviously the sprint race. They need a good night in the feature to continue their great form this whole weekend through Bahrain.
Yeah, and he comes across the line with a 28.7. Definitely an improvable lap in my opinion, but I'm not sure about his pace as we got his teammate as he's just going on his outlap now. We've got Spotty Dotty on the lap. We've got Bread's just starting his lap. Spud Muffin. We'll look at Spud Muffin as he's close to ending his lap. See if he's up on his time going into sector 3. It's just his first lap, so I cannot see unfortunately. But he's got 40% battery going on to the back straight. I wouldn't be surprised if this is not a bad time. He's got a lot of ERS left. See if he can hit the apex on this final corner. Fourth gear, flat out. All ERS burn up to the DRS line and the start finish line. What time can he put in? He puts in a 28.4. Not a bad time from the Williams. Let's go down here. Let's see. we got Nishka coming across the line. Now it does a 27.9, a very built lap from Nishka. He is up there with the V-carbs in the 27s. It's still a dominant V-carb 1-2 at the moment. And, oh, I believe someone's just gone up.
Yep. Spotty
Not
Dotty.
see.
Yep,
And we've got, oh, Vettel. Vettel has done a 27.7. Just above on Kazoo on that lap. A very, looks like built lap. Over to you, SJ.
Yeah, the times are coming through thick and fast. I'm just trying to keep on board. We've got Tyler on that Spunking Bronco. He's coming into the pits. It looks like it's the Alpine behind Breed. He's going to cross the line. Goes P6. Good start from him. We've got it's Quiet Cake. He's gone into the pits. Damage on that front left there. Maybe I'm just trying to see. Did he have damage coming into the pits there on the front left? Yes, he did. He may have hit the wall coming out of an exit. Haven't seen that. So not setting a time as well. So 6 minutes to go. We'll definitely be under pressure going into the last couple of minutes of this quali. We've also got intermediates out with that quali ban. Claire's in the 2.9 low there. That is very slow compared to what we've seen her do. So yeah, that is very, very low. A little bit further down, we've got another Mercedes of Brian, who is no, is not coming around. That's Nishka that's coming around. I'm trying to keep up now. Where is that Jordan Sears? Is it Jordan Sears coming around? Let's have a look. Yes, it is. He's crossing the line. Where's he going to put him? Only P13. There we go. Who else have we got coming around? It looks like it's going to be Tyler. Right at the end. Are we going to see improvement from Tyler? Yes, we are. P5. Great lap from Tyler. He has definitely jumped his teammate massively there. We're starting to see the track warm up quite a lot here. Zombie, we got the Alpine coming around one last time. I think that is Bread. Are we going to see him finish? No, he's going to come straight into the pits. 5 minutes to go, and we've got one driver still to set times. But can Vettel stay pole position again, or is it going to be the V-carbs? 5 minutes to go. What's your thoughts here, Zombie?
Very close with the top 4 and I'd say top 5, with Tyler putting in a pretty solid lap after that audacious, horrible sprint race for the Saubers. But yeah, Vettel coming out on top with a very good lap. I'm still guessing at the moment he is on a quite high downforce setup, because he is, I can see his sector, no sector times, his sector times in the race, they were awfully fast in sector 2, but his straight line speed was just off the charts. When I mean off the charts, I mean bottom of the charts. So yeah, V-carb's being very consistent at the moment, 2 and 3, first and 7th for the Alpines. Red putting in a solid lap, definitely time to improve. Slushy comes out on his first lap to time set. Yeah, over to you, SJ.
Yeah, we are seeing Slushy. I won't take it on board because we did on board last time. Let's see if we're going to see an improvement going into Sector 1 or Sector 2. At the moment, we are going to start to see some of these guys going out. He's going out quite early, though, so this is going to be interesting. He's in P8 at the moment, in a good position, but he's definitely going to have to improve massively here to get into the 27s. Let's have a look. Let's see if we are going to see an improvement into the Sector 1 area. No, we're not. So what would you do here? If you've got enough fuel, would you just drop it back down and go again? Back to none? Because he's not making any time up. Sector 2, he's got 3 minutes to go. Really, if he's going to have the opportunity here, you'd want to go straight into the pits, won't you, if you're not up on your time, to try and get out again, because he's got an opportunity to go again on a new fresh set. So I'm just looking in Sector 2 at the moment. Any improvement into Sector 2? No, 0.028. So you'd go in, wouldn't you, and get on another set and try again, because he's made a big mistake there already.
I mean, I definitely would. He's not improving at all. Does he pit? This is a big question. Does he pit? Yes, he does. Very, I'd say pretty smart from him. It was not a very clean lap from him. Yeah, everyone's still in the pits at the moment. Yeah, we're just going to be waiting till first favored people to come out, and we got the Mercedes coming out now, and I believe I saw someone else come out track as well. So we've got Brian on track. Yeah, really quiet at the moment, but we should see a lot of people start to come out the pits now, as we've got both the Mercedes out early. So they're going for the no track temp. They're definitely going for the no traffic, I'd say, which can be good, can be bad. But yes, we've got 2, 2nd, 3rd and 4th and 5th coming out, and 6th coming out. So they're all going out relatively early. And as everyone is starting to come out now, 2 minutes and 18 to go on the clock. Yeah, should see a lot of these lap times spike up, including from Quiet Kate needs to put in a lap, Claire needs to put in a good lap, Cristiano needs to put in a good lap as well. I think their aim is to get within just below the 25.8, just to get below that to have a decent lap time. But yeah, I would not be surprised if we do see an improvement from the top 3, the 2 V-Cubs and the Alpine Vettel, as just half a tenth away from Kazoo in the lap time. So yeah, a good battle out for the main race pole here, SJ.
Yeah, definitely, and I think we're going to see the toe engaged here because I can see the difference between Nishka and Brian. Let's have a look. Brian down in P13, Nishka down in P4. So, but Brian's in front of Nishka. So this is interesting. I think no, we're not going to see the toe. We're going to see the toe probably from Nishka from behind there. But yeah, I think Mercedes have got that wrong. I would have thought that Brian would have been behind Nishka because Nishka's in the top 4 at the moment. So let's just keep an eye on Brian, see if he's going to improve on his time going into Sector 1. We'll do a flying lap here on Brian in the Mercedes. So very nicely onto the curb there. 24, 25, 26, 27 coming into no improvement. We're going to jump off on Brian. And we're going to jump on board Spud Muffin. Improvement here in Sector 1 at the moment. 27s is where you need to be to really have an opportunity of taking pole here tonight. It is very close between Vettel and Kazuto. But at the moment, a lot of people in 28s all the way down to P17. 1.5 tenths up here for Spud Muffin in P9. As it stands, he will go up to P6. So this is massive for the Williams driver. We are seeing 13 seconds on the clock, Zombie. What is happening at the front? Is Nishka up on his time or down?
Oh, he's matching his sector time. He has matched his second sector time. Can he get a good exit out of his last corner? Can he possibly go to P3? He needs a really good exit. He's got a good exit, but he's got no battery, SJ. I don't know about this lap. As he's coming up to the line, DRS open.
No.
He improves by 5 milliseconds, which is, yeah, nowhere near enough. But
Brian up
20,
P6.
still in the 27s, should be good.
Brian up to P6.
Oh, wow. Very good lap time.
Sorry, they're coming through now. They're coming flying through. Here we go. We've got Vu in P3.
Spud Muffin,
Goes pole position.
Oh my god.
27.38. Vettel is coming round. He's
Spud
not
Muffin
up on
up
his
to
time.
6th
He's
place.
down. Kazuto's in the pits. Vettel is coming around to the final corner. He's probably the only one that can knock Vu off. Coming around to the final corner. Is he going to be able to do it? He was down on his time. Is Vu going to take pole position? Or Vettel going to take it away? No, he doesn't. He stays P2.
Oh.
It's a V-Cup 1-3 at the moment. Back up to Slushy in P12. Coming around the final corner. We've got the Ferrari going around. Claire up to P4. What a lap from her.
Wow.
Fantastic. Slushy stays P13. We've got Jetman and Jordan Sears coming through as well. Jordan up to P10. Jetman staying in P17. No, I don't know where he went because I lost the classification.
P14.
Jetman having a mare tonight in a Haas. Completely different driver from last week in Monza Zombie.
Yeah, the Haas's are... They have dropped off, SJ. I'm not sure what's happened to the Haas. I'm just not sure if it's the track, but no Haas there's one Haas in the top 10, but in the top 5 we've got Bucking, Claire put in a stunning lap after what she put in after her first lap. Kazoo did not improve. I don't think he did. Vettel did not improve, but what a lap from Haivu. That is an incredible lap for a Div3 driver. 27.7. That, for me, that's a good lap time for me. SJ, what do you think?
Well, I can't get near it, so no chance for me. But what I want to say is I'm sweating buckets here, man. Getting really into it tonight. The change of the sprint quality to the feature is massive there. And look at that. The kicks, P5 and P7, they were nowhere near in the sprint. We are seeing a lot of changes here. And wow, this is going to be a very interesting night for Vettel. Can he take the opportunity this time and get the win? Or are the V-Cubs going to take it away? I will take the start, but Zombie, what a qualifying that was. We saw so many changes right at the end there, which was exhilarating to see.
Yeah, wow. Very, very good lap time for Vettel, but that midfield, I'd say it's quite close, all within the low of 28. So we should be seeing a lot of fighting in the midfield for this race, and a lot of fighting for the top 5. The top 5 should be very entertaining in this race, SJ.
Oh, definitely. Oh, I think we're going to see some fantastic racing here. Hopefully, carnage and clean all the way through. Bahrain, a track that, yeah, you do get into a little bit of a kerfuffle in that turn 1, but apart from that, you then start getting into momentum. As you can see, Zombie and Toast had a side-to-side the other night, but obviously nothing due of that, and some fantastic racing as well, which we saw for quite a lot in Division 2, which was probably the spectacle of the week. A difficult night for some tonight, you know. It's tossing and turning, very, very interesting to see each division changing up. And you can see right at the end there, the kicks doing a fantastic job in qualifying there. And also Claire coming out of the middle of nowhere. NDMV, a lot to do. But here we go. 2, 3, 4, 5. Red lights on the last race of the week at Bahrain is underway. No telemetry, remember. Only 4 qualifying, not for the race. Vettel and Vu going into turn 1, and Vettel's got the job done into turn 1, but Claire into P2. It's all gone wrong. 2 V-Cubs have made contact. This going to P3. Claire down to P2. Oh, there's drama there. We've got one of the kicks down in P8, down into P14. Red, yellow flags all at the back. It's all kicking off here. Back out to the front. We've got Vettel leading the way in P1, then Claire in P2, Nishka P3, Vu, Kazuto, Spudmuffin, Hennessy, Tyler, Bread, Dutch, Brian, Spotty Dotty, Maniayu, Bungin Bronco, Slushy, Jetman, Quiet Cake, Wogjet, Jordan Sears, and NDNV on the softs. That is a big gamble. Get off those tyres, man. You do not want to be on those softs. But Vettel will be over the moon. What happened with V-Cub there, Zombie? Getting in the way of each other and pushing themselves down to P4 and P5 now.
Yeah, definitely not what V-Carb I would have expected from V-Carb. I would have expected a bit more of a team communication effort there. But that midfield, I just saw 4 wide going up the hill. That was insanity. And Nishka up to 3rd place, coming on from P6. What a start from Nishka. He's wild SJ, but he could fight for the win here.
Yeah, he's gonna have his work cut out. There's some very, very quick cars. He's in a DRS train, just needs to bide his time, take his time and go for it. But Claire is not messing around. She is gonna go for the move on Vettel into turn 1. We're seeing moves in the background as well. We're seeing a Mercedes go for no, she doesn't go for the move. She gets very close to the back of the Alpine and doesn't get the move done. Remember, it's only lap 2, so don't destroy those mediums before you even get to when you need to spit. Brian up into P11 there, getting the move done on Spotty Dotty. Dutch on the hards, the only car on the hard compound tyres in that P10, so he's going to go the distance on those tyres there. We've got Slushy down into P15, getting the move done on Jetman. Jetman struggling tonight. Is there any damage that we're seeing there? Let's have a look. No, Slushy down into White Cake down into P617. Red
Look at the side.
Going off the track then, just looking at the damage. Is there any damage to the Red Bulls at the moment? Slushy trying to keep on board. No damage, no, but Jetman is... Oh, Jetman goes for the move. Oh, he hits into the side of the Aston and loses his front right plate there. That is a very interesting move, and I'm sure the Aston Martin will not be happy with that, and that is going to hurt Jetman even more. And also Maria Yu, because now he's lost the front right wing there. Both Red Bulls down there, P16-17. They have done a kick They have taken a leaf out the kicks book there and gone right down to the bottom, not having the best of nights. But early days, lap 2 out of 29. Back out to the front, back to you, Zombie.
Yeah, at the front, but talking about the back, the Hasses had a horrible, horrible start. As Claire does take P1 on the straight. Does Vettel go for a move? No, he doesn't. Nishka, I thought I saw contact. Nishka going up the hill. Haivu, Kazoo, Spud Muffin, Hennessy, Bread, Tyler, all within DRS of each other. A bit of a DRS train from P1 to P9. As Brian did make a move past Dutch Verstappen on those cold, hard tyres. Dutch just got to lose a lot of ground as we do got yellow flags. Oh, we got the 2 Red Bulls off the track. One Red Bull into the wall and into the gravel. Oh, this is horror. Horror, horror, horror. What are these Red Bulls doing? And it is, I believe, it's a safety car or a virtual safety car. Sorry, SJ, I cannot see at the moment, but back to you, SJ.
Yes, a VSC. What is going on here? Absolute drama. Quiet Cake, no front wing. And Slushy, I'm just trying to see if he's got any damage to that front side there.
Yes, he does. He's got no Quiet Cake. Yeah, they've both got no front wings, SJ.
So they've had a big accident, and I didn't see it. I was actually at the battle with Brian that you were talking about. So, oh no, we saw it last night, didn't we? And I don't know if you saw the race yesterday in Division 5. We saw the 2 Williams come together as well. Oh, NDMV is going to
no, don't try through, even worse.
That's a killer. That is a killer.
Oh.
And I don't know. Hopefully we don't see a retirement. Early days, change the wing, get onto the hards, concentrate, dig deep and go again. That's what the Red Bulls need to do.
Yes,
it will not be a good night. But we've got moves going on at the moment as Claire has taken the lead at the front. Lap 4 out of 29. Vettel is trying to get for the move as well. Nishka staying in the dirty air at the moment. And he won't want to be doing that for long because that will hurt his tyres to the T. But Vettel in that P2. The question is though, Zombie, different driver. Is Vettel going to be able to try and keep to the back of Claire, because different drivers now and probably different setups. So we saw Vettel lose it in the sprint. Is he going to end up losing it now in the feature?
Being honest, SJ, I think he will. Claire is looking rapid at the moment as she's 7/10 clear, 6/10 clear of Vettel. I'm not sure if Vettel has changed his setup or not, but I think that will that will definitely define his race result, depending on if he's changed the setup. As he's trying to get rid of the slipstream, Claire. We got the whole train following. Does not make a move, Vettel. Oh, I'm not sure if Vettel's going to get it done here on the straight. He's got way too much downforce. Nishka just looking in the background, just waiting for a move. Battle losing. As they battle, they will lose a lot of time, including around Bahrain. So we'll have to wait. We've got we've got P1 through to P9 still in a DRS train, but we will see. I think we will see a lot of moves in turn 1 as Vettel is 2 tenths behind Claire. We will see them move into turn 1, I believe. Can Vettel get this move done here as he tucks into the slipstream? Claire trying all she can. Vettel's going to try and make the move around the outside as Claire does not defend. She does not go back down the inside as Vettel has taken back the lead and will have no dirty air through the sector 1, which is very crucial for him. As we see moves, Spotty Dolly has got in front of Dutch Verstappen. Oh, they're fighting up the hill. Dutch has just kept the place, but they're going to go side by side. A medium runner versus a hard runner. Going down to turn 4, the Sauber just lurking. Oh, we got contact between the Sauber and the Williams. I don't believe there's any front wing damage there, but oh, the Sauber just getting a bit too, I think it's trying to get a bit too greedy here, SJ.
Yeah, it's all going on, and we're also seeing a lot going on at the front as well. Claire getting the move done on Vettel on the second DRS zone, but unfortunately going too deep and missing out there. And Nishka nearly swiping in there and taking that P2 at the moment. But we've got battles going on in the midfield as well with Bunker Bronco and Dutch. They're really getting into it. Really, really big battles going on here, which is really good to see. But I want to say this is the night that this team is going to be over the moon with their performance. VCAV's 4th and 5th. What a night for them so far. They have had a fantastic night in the sprint and also in the feature as it stands. Lap 5 out of 29. A really, really good night. The two Hasses, not so much, or the two Red Bulls down in P19 and P20. Going to be a big talking point there. What happened earlier on, but we'll have to wait and see. And the two Hasses there, 16th and 17th. Back out to the front. Vettel losing out to Claire. Claire back out in front.
Yeah, wow. Very barely move. Same as Vettel did. Yeah, they're basically just swapping, and Nishka is, yeah, he's still waiting for a collision or a battle. As Spotty Dotty has got 3 seconds. I'm not sure how that's happened. Multiple track limit warnings. I believe he has maybe cut the track a little bit too much coming up the hill, touching that curb too much, and yeah, he's just got himself a 3-second penalty only on lap 6, which is not very smart from him, but I believe I will see a lot more penalties this race, because it's, you know, it's Bahrain. There's a lot of track limits. Stuttering. A lot of places where you can get track limits. So, yeah, still a big DRS train. Still from P1 to P9. Still a DRS train here. Yeah, by the looks of it, we will see another move from Vettel, and Claire will be battling, because Vettel is only 3/10 behind again. Or is he going to make a move into the last turn? So here we go. Is he going to make it? Oh, he's going to.
He's thinking about it.
Yeah, he's getting too greedy. He needs to wait. Oh, and he's got a very good exit. Claire has not gotten a good enough exit. As Claire tries to break the slipstream, Vettel has got a DRS. Nishka lurking in the background. Will Vettel make a move on Claire? He's going to go down the inside. Oh, he thinks about it, but he does not make the move. As we go further back, anyone else going to make a move into turn 1? As we see the McLarens of Dutch Verstappen and Bucky Bronco fighting into turn 1. Oh, they slightly make contact. Bucky Bronco's got to try and go around the outside, but he just does not have enough grip. And Dutch on those hard tyres, I'd say he's holding on quite well with those hard tyres. They're going to keep battling back into turn 4. McLaren keeping the inside line. Bucky Bronco's going to keep the outside line. He's going to get pushed wide. He just stays within the track's limits. They're going to side by side into the S's. And Bucky Bronco has just kept the lead, kept in front of Dutch Verstappen. What a move from yeah, Bucky Bronco. What a move. As we go further up, yeah, Leclerc's still sticking with Vettel. Still a DRS train from 1st to 9th. This is a very close front field here, SJ.
Yeah, no, fantastic. Great moves going on in that midfield, and a lot further down. NDMV having not a good night. The VSC, and now the 3-second time penalty. Spotty Dotty with that 3-second time penalty as well. Dutch Verstappen will be happy how he's going at the moment in that P13, because he will be able to go further on these tyres as he is on the hard compounds at the moment. But the question is up here. This is going to be the question. These top 5, who is going to make the first decision to pit? Because this could come down to strategy here. Because Claire and Vettel have been going at it for quite some time, and Nishka has just been watching in. So whose tyres are going to be going off first, as we see Hennessy getting it all wrong there. 1.7-second gap between him and Vu. Kazuto getting the move done there. Bread getting very, very close to Hennessy. We are starting to see a few moves happening now, with the pit lane stopping coming up very, very shortly. Tied up 5.5 tenths within that DRS. A lot of these guys staying in the DRS. As Brian can get back into it, that will give him massive opportunity as well. We're still seeing Bucky Bronco and Dutch getting into it as well, with Spotty Dotty with that 3-second. So a lot going on here. But the pit lane is going to be the big one, Zombie. When that happens, who is going to pit first in this top 10? That's the question.
Well, I definitely think Nishka and Vettel are going to probably try and go for an undercut as the V-Carbs. The V-Carbs got to work together here. Who's going to pit first? Because I really hope that they don't double stack on accident, because they will lose a lot of time if they do double stack. But Vettel just managing that 6-10 gap, I reckon if these Ferrari and the Alpine can work together, I think they can maybe pull away from Nishka, but I mean, they're going to fight for the win here, so I doubt it. And Nishka goes to the pits. He's going to the pits on lap 9. That's a bit early, but he is going to try and go for the undercut. Do we see any more pit stops? No, it is only Nishka. Nishka's going to have to try and gain all that time after his pit stop to try and possibly undercut for the lead. What do you think, Ashay? Can he take this lead or not?
Ooh, it's going to be tough if anyone can do it. I know what he's like on his tyres. He is obviously gone for a bit of a strut there. Doesn't want to be involved in traffic in front, but he's got to be careful because he's just got involved in this battle between Bunky and Bronco. Sorry, no, where is he? Sorry, wrong person. I was looking at Brian. My apologies. He wants to be careful if he's in free air. If he's in free air, he lets the guys go in front and he's going to make up some positions. But, you know, that is going to be interesting to see because currently, Dutch Verstappen will be leading this race when he pits, but Nishka will be in P2. So he's already got the job done by making another spot. But the question is he going to be able to get in front of Claire Ved and Kazuto? Because those guys have still continued to stay out on lap 8 at the moment, well, on lap 9, and they're on 8 lap mediums at the moment. And as you can see, they are all very, very close together. So not losing too much time. Look at Dutch. Dutch will start to make up places being on those hards as well. The Red Bulls are making time, but it is taking a long time for them. And they are definitely going to need a safety car in this race to have any chance of scoring big, big points. As Brett comes in, the first Alpine. So he's making the stop. Vettel continuing with Claire, Kazuto and Vu. They need to make a decision pretty quick on who's going to make a decision as well because they are on the same team. They do not want a double stack. So I reckon we may see Kazuto coming in first or Vu. We'll have to wait and see. They do not want to get this wrong, Zombie. Otherwise, they could really push themselves out of scoring massive points in this race so far.
Yeah, V-Cup has already gone off to a very, very weird start after battling each other into turn 1 at the start of the race and obviously losing that I believe it was double. Look at the Saubers at the moment. Even look at the Saubers, 7th and 8th, looking good after those first couple laps. Obviously, one of them fell down to I think nearly dead last, and one of them fell down to I think around 10th place. So yeah, Saubers making up a little bit of ground as Spotty Dotty does make the overtake on bucking Broncos. But do we see Claire, Vettel, Kazuko, or Vu, or Hennessy's on hards? Are any of these guys going to initiate the pit stop? We're going to have a look. See what Claire does. Does she dive into the pits? She does, and the Alpine follows. At the V-Cubs, one of the V-Cubs pit, Kazoo stays out. Kazoo is staying out. Claire has pitted, Vettel has pitted, and Vu has pitted. This is when we're going to see how far Nishka is behind.
He's coming around the final corner now.
It's going to be very close on exit. Yeah, he's going to be very, very close on exit. Oh, it's going to be close.
Here we go. He's coming down, and we go. We've got Claire coming out of the pits, and there's Nishka. I think he's going to.
I think Nishka's done it.
No! Yes, just. Oh no! Claire comes in.
Is Claire going to go down?
Oh, it's close.
Nishka's got it.
He's got it.
Nishka has taken. He has taken the lead.
He's got it, but he's on 2 laps more, and that could be the problem. And you can see, look, Claire is right behind Indian V, 10 seconds speed in the pit lane. Not the best of nights for one of those riders, but Claire up into P9 now. Nishka up into P8 will be leading this race. Actually, Dutch Verstappen will be leading this race. Claire going off the track there, trying to attack Nishka, getting the move done. Getting off track, on track, getting the move and up into P8. Nishka will not be happy with that. Claire going for the next move on Jetman. And she is not messing around, but she's forced Jetman off the track. She needs to give that position back. She will need to give that position back. Otherwise, that will be a 5-second penalty coming towards her. Nishka goes for the move on Jetman. Gets it all wrong. Jetman comes back in front. Claire needs to give the position back. She's forced off Jetman. So that needs to be mentioned. Here we go. Claire is going to take Jordan Sears. If Ray are listening, you need to give the position back. Or she's looking at a 5-second penalty there because you can't do that and force someone off track. She's gone for the wrong move there. But we'll have to wait and see what happens with the stewards. But a lot of drama, and she's not messing around. She's got the job done on Nishka. Vettel's gone in front of Nishka as well now, and Nishka is dropping. Earlier on was.
Oh, he's gone wide, Nishka.
He's got the move down there on Vettel. Oh, Vettel goes side by side, keeping it nice and clean. They do not want to be battling because it's bringing everyone else into it. And Kazuto will need to make a stop. If Kazuto does not make a stop, he's going to lose way too much time. So there's going to have to be some decisions made here. A little bit further down. And I'm looking at Vu. And Vu is right behind. But it's just got a 3-second time penalty. It's all happening here, Zombie. One round on that 12 out of 29.
That will hurt Vu a lot. That's going to punish him really bad towards the end of this race. And these Hasses, Claire is gaining so much. She's running away. Oh, and I think I just saw the Alpines and the Hass make contact. As Nishka goes down the inside of Jetman. Is Jetman going to hold his line? He's going to hold it up the hill. He's going to keep his inside. No, Nishka does get past. But Claire has just completely run away after these Hasses that haven't pitted yet. They have just completely held up Nishka. And Nishka's just lost around 3 seconds of race time. So these Hasses are really playing into Claire's hands right here. As Claire is going to make him. Dash Verstappen does stay out. Should be an easy move for Claire here. And as Kazoo pits, where will Kazoo come out?
Oh, he's going to come out.
Kazoo's lost a lot of time.
No, they've gone too far. They've done it.
Does he get in front of Nishka though? Oh, he has. What about Breadman?
Yeah, that's not bad. That's not bad.
Oh, yeah. It's not good.
Bread. But Bread's going to come. Oh, he's got it all wrong. Bread's going to move on to the left-hand side and then to the right-hand side. Kazuto getting it all wrong there on the grip. They're going to go side by side. Does the Alpine get the move done? Oh, it's about grip at the moment, getting those tyres into the end. They're side by side. Oh, it's the V.
Amazing.
This is the Alpine. And the Alpine got the grip. Absolutely fantastic there. And I just want to on something. Claire does have to pit again. She's gone 2 sets of mediums. So she has to pit.
Wait, she has?
Yeah, she has to pit. So she may have just stuffed this up completely because Vettel,
she's done what I've done.
Red, Zuto, Vu will go to the end here. So unless she makes a massive gap, she's made a 3.1 second gap so far. We'll just bring that up. Look, 6 seconds to Nishka and 8 seconds to Vu and Kazuto. So yeah, I don't know how long she's going to go though, but she's not going to be able to get to the end here. And I'm just seeing if Jordan Sears. No, he's continued. He hasn't stopped yet. So, and I think he's gone way too long here. I think he's going to fall way down the order. I think
still going.
Oh my days! Obviously asking for a safety car.
He's running Nishka.
On Rotkin. Well, yeah, Nishka's got in front here, and I think Jordan Sears is in a little bit of trouble here. I think he's gone way too long on the mediums. I did it with Patrick the other day. We went too much there on ours. And I didn't know when he was going to pit, and he decided that he was going to go one more lap. And I thought, oh, okay. Oh, a little bit of a move there. Oh, Kazuto getting it all wrong.
He's got a 3 second penalty.
And it's not going.
This is so crucial. Both the vehicles got a 3 second penalty. Yep. This will be very crucial. This is a big chance for Nishka and Vettel to just. Oh, it's all happening here, SJ. I'm not sure what's happening with these V-carbs, but they are falling apart at the moment.
It's all gone wrong. Like, they were in control, and they've got 2 silly 3 second time penalties, and they may have just thrown the opportunity out at the race. And
yeah, Claire's still running away as well. 5.1 seconds in front of Vettel. Claire's just trying to use that medium as much as she can so she can go into that. Do you think she will go onto softs or hards, SJ?
No, she's probably softs. Maybe. I don't know.
Yeah, because Claire gains a 3 second penalty. But yeah, Claire, I'm not sure if that was an accident by Claire, but Claire's going for a very unusual strategy after she was leading coming out the pit lane. But yeah. Oh, and as Nishka does get past Dutch Verstappen, that can be crucial for Dutch holding him up, as he cannot anymore. As we've got a big train up behind Dutch Verstappen. Got Bread coming up on Dutch Verstappen now, which should be an easy pass, as Dutch still has not pitted yet. Yeah, this is This is Nishka and Vettel's race here, I reckon. So we'll see what see how much Nishka can gain here, SJ.
Well, yeah, he's looking at P2 currently, but Red is right behind. There's not much in it between them. You can see Claire, she's pulled in a 5-second gap to Vettel, but she's going to lose a lot of time when she pits as well, and they're going to have to wait for a safety car, and it doesn't look like it's going to happen here. And NDMV has called it. He's had an absolute mare of a night tonight, and he's done. And Quiet Kate may do the same. No, it's going to continue. NDMB is done. Not the best of nights for one of the Ferraris there. Claire in P1 at the moment, Vettel in P2. 6.4 seconds. 1.3 behind Vettel is Nishka. Dutch 1.7. But Brett is looking to make the move. Locks up the front right there and is ready to make the move. Dutch going long on those hards. Brett will want to get the move done. And I reckon we're going to see Dutch coming into the pits. Let's have a look as Brett gets the move done. 2.1. They do not want to mess around. They need to catch up to the rest of the guys in front. And we can see here an Alpine in
Jordan.
P2 and P4. Are we going to start to see the Alpines slowing it down, so bring in Brett? That's going to be the question here. But we're seeing moves happening at the back. Hennessy in P7. What a night. He has been one that we haven't seen much on, but he is putting the pressure on Vu, and obviously Kazuto with those both 3 seconds. Hennessy and McLaren looking in a very good position. But Dutch still has to pit here, Zombie.
Oh, they're going side by side. Oh, Hennessy is had to look down the inside, but the V Cup is very, very hungry at the moment. Here comes Brian. They have just run Brian back into this race, and Brian can be looking for a good result here after starting P13. So let's see what these V Cubs do. 3 seconds. Are they going to try and run away, or are they going to try and hold up? The V Cubs got to work together, which from what they've been doing, I don't think they would. But see, we got Dutch leading this little pack here, as Brett is itching to make a move, as obviously Brett has pitted and Verstappen has not. We got Vu coming up behind him. We got Hennessy in 7th, Kazoo in 8th, Brian in 9th, Tyler in 10th. So we've got a little DRS train from 5th to I believe P10. So looking for a very good battle. Going back down. Very little happening. Yeah, those the Haas is staying out on those mediums for long has definitely not paid off for them. P17 to P18, and they've got a big chunk of time to gain. So that's the Haas over after having an incredible week last week. But you never know, there could be a magical safety car. So you see from here on out, no moves into turn as Brian does fake it, but yeah, Claire's extending that gap to 7.3 now. What can she do in these last couple laps? Is she praying for a safety car? Was this a plan, or I'm not sure here, SJ.
No, it's an interesting one. We'll have to wait and see. 17 laps out of 29. We are nearly halfway through. When we get to 19, we will have 10 laps of racing remaining. 2 big penalties here for VCABs. They will be fuming with this. P7 and P5, probably looking at a P4 and P3 tonight in the feature of how it was looking, but they have really put themselves in a bit of a pickle there by getting those 3-second time penalties as well. Claire may be looking at a 5-second due to forcing a car off track, so that would be something to be looked at by the stewards. We'll have to wait and see. Vettel doing a fantastic job, and as he knows at the moment, I'm Quiet Cake 10 seconds, and I think that may be it. Let's have a look. Yep, there you go. That is it, done for Red Bull. Another week of scoring no points for Red Bull. Aardvark is definitely going to want to be having questions and want to be looking at how is it going to work for Japan next week, because Slushy unfortunately is out the points. Doing a fantastic job though, continuing 13 lap hards. Definitely needs a safety car, but he's still continuing, and anything can happen in front. So we'll have to wait and see what happens here. Claire leading the way, Vettel in P2, Nishka in P3, very close to the back of Vettel now in that DRS. And the question is Vettel trying to bring in his teammate, Brett, to put pressure on Nishka and try and get a 2-3 for Alpine, or maybe even a 1-2? Big questions here, and it's going to be interesting to see. Dutch just getting a 3-second time penalty. That's going to hurt his weight Hennessy has got
Oh,
job done
no front wing.
on VCAP. And I've seen that. Has he lost his front wing?
Who's
It's
got
gone
front-
from bad to
no
worse
front
for
wing?
Vu. How has he lost his
front wing
front
at all.
wing there?
I'm not sure. I just heard contact and went straight to the V-Cubs.
Oh, no.
But, it's a disaster. After starting off relatively good for the sprint and qualifying, a great qualifying, and they're running at the 6th and 9th, and Vu is definitely going to have to pit. I'm surprised. It's a horror show for V-Cub at the moment after looking for a great result after qualifying. Yeah, they've just fallen apart. 3-second penalties, front wing's gone. As Claire does make the move to pit now. She's oddly going now, and she's going to go onto the hard compound tyres, I believe. And yes, she is. So Claire will be on a charge as maybe trying to get to that top 5, maybe top 8. But yeah, as we see, Nishka is lurking in the background of Vettel, waiting for a mistake. So Nishka, all he's got to do is just make no mistakes and push as hard as he possibly can. So, yeah, Mercedes right now, I think Mercedes is probably the most consistent, besides Alpine. Mercedes is looking really consistent now, 2 and 6 at the moment. We're just going to have to see if Brian can hold off Claire, because I think Claire's going to be on a charge. She's only 6 seconds behind, so she'll be on a charge here, SJ.
Well, she's 15 seconds behind the leader, so this is not, this is not, how do I put it? This is not all over. Things can change. We've seen, Kazuto, Vu losing the front wing, and continuing, and it's just falling down the order as well. So definitely we'll have to pit. This point is continuing. You would need to pit, change the wing, get onto a set of softs, go for the fastest lap and take that point away. That's what I'd be looking at doing at the moment. So not the best of nights there. Claire, massive opportunity, 5.8 seconds, wheel base disconnected apparently. So that is the reasons why of the accident. Really unfortunate, but
With who?
with Vu.
Oh, okay.
That's why the front wing damage. Okay, all right. Well, we are still in this race at the moment. We've got 9 laps of racing. We've just seen Slushy getting a penalty there, 17th on those 15 lap hards, and he's got the penalty as well with Dutch. It doesn't look like they're going to get the pair that. Oh, yellows! What's happened here? Something's happened. We've had a bit of drama. And that is that Woodjet?
Cristiano, no front wing. Oh, it's a massive crash. Safety car. Safety car.
There is a safety car. What has happened?
Oh my god.
I'm trying to work out what's happened. Slushy in the pits.
Do people pit?
Oh, this is massive for Dutch and Slushy. Because they're right behind it. This is massive. Oh, this spices this race up massively. What has happened though? I'm just trying to work out what has happened. Let's have a look. Woodjet's got no front wing, so he's obviously hit
out
someone.
on those mediums.
He's obviously hit someone. Woodjet's obviously hit someone. Jordan, no. So Woodjet's hit someone. What's Chipman done? Let's have a look at Chipman.
Definitely involved Cristiano, and I think I saw one of the V-Cubs in the background as well. I'm not sure. It's the white car, which I'm guessing would be the Haas, but yeah, wow. This is going to be
Well, this is massive for Claire.
honestly, this could be an extremely good race. And Claire.
Well, she's 15 seconds behind. She was 15 seconds, we're 19 seconds behind, right? I reckon we are going to see these front guys in. I don't feel they'll go back onto the hards. They'll change. Let's have a look. Yep, Vettel's coming in. Nishka will definitely come in. Keep an eye on Claire. Oh,
Yeah,
Nishka got it 10 seconds!
Oh,
He's put it away! Oh, Saints here! Absolute Saints! I can't believe it! He will be fuming! He's just thrown it away!
Zuko stays out.
Huh? Sorry?
Zuko has stayed out. He has not pitted. And Claire stayed out as well.
Yeah, well, she's on 2 lap hards, mate. She's got nothing to lose. She's in a great position.
Fine.
This has thrown this race into a complete random selection now. So we were talking earlier on about Kazuto with the 3 seconds. He's now got Claire behind her. Vettel has got a massive opportunity on fresh hards as well. Nishka now has a 10-second time penalty. Spotty Dotty has a 3-second time pen, and everyone else is on fresh tyres. So we've got fresh hards, 5 hards, then we've got fresh mediums for Bread. Where have Haas come from? We were talking about Haas earlier on. Nowhere near in this race. And they now jump into P7 and P9 with no penalties. Kick have gone the other way in P11 and P12. Spud Muffin down there in P13. Aston down there now in P14 and P18. And Slushy is now in the points in P15. This is just thrown. I can't believe what we're seeing here. 8 laps of racing to go, and this has just thrown this race into madness. Absolute madness here in Division 3 tonight.
Yeah, speechless, SJ. We've got Haivu on the soft tyres. We'll definitely watch Haivu coming back from the back of the field, because we know he does have a lot more pace than these back markers do. So we have to keep an eye on Haivu. He does still have 3 second though. So I think all these penalties now, Kazuko, yeah, this penalty is going to really hurt him, and he's on 8 lap hards. We've got Spotty that stayed out on 9 lap hards. We've got Jordan on 5 lap hards. Jetman on 5 lap hards. So yeah, the only people that stayed out are Jetman, Jordan, and Spotty, Claire, and Kazuko. So this is looking going to be a fight to the finish with Vettel and Claire, I reckon. What about you, SJ?
I've got no idea. I've got no idea in this race. You would probably look at this and you would, oh no. Vu's just got another 3-second time penalty as well. So that's gone from bad to worse. That's pushed him into 6 seconds on them softs. He will probably make up some time. If you're looking at this, you would look at Claire and Vettel to be the favourites here. Nishka, that is massive for Nishka. What do you do? Do you serve the 10? Do you go on to a set of softs? Do you go to the end? Do you give up P4? Because currently at the moment, he is the only one on the biggest penalty out of everyone on the grid. Will finish last as it stands when all these guys get back up together. So what do you do? It's a big decision to make. You risk it and make up some positions, or do you just stay where you are and try and get away with the pack? Going to be tough decisions here. But yeah, Vettel and Claire are going to be the ones. Can Kazuto put away 3 seconds? I cannot see it on 9 laps, especially when the 3 guys behind are all on, and Lady, are all on fresh tyres. So, but we could see some more penalties. It could get into a little bit being a bit eager, and Claire or Vettel could get a 3 second, and then we've got a 3-horse race on our hands, which would be fantastic. So I don't know. Going to be interesting to see what happens here, but this race is definitely not over.
Yeah, safety car in this lap. If I was Nishka, I would pit as soon as possible to get that 10 second rid of. Just get that out of your mind. Pop on some fresh, possibly soft tyres. Soft tyres can make it to the end here. Yeah, this just should be a very, very fun sprint as everyone's warming up their tyres. Vettel doing a Kimi Raikkonen at the moment, not doing anything. And Kazuka has taken off. He's left everyone stranded. 8 tenths behind. Wow. Oh no, he hasn't. Oh, now he has. Okay. We're back to green flags at the moment now. As Kazuka has tried to break the slipstream. They're following.
That will...
What were you saying, SJ?
That will be investigated. Did he speed up and then slow down and then speed up?
Yeah, it looked like he went back to racing speeds and then he instantly slowed down after the last turn.
That will be investigated. You need to keep consecutive speed on a safety car restart. You cannot speed up, then slow down, then go. So Kazuto under extreme investigation for that. But yeah, sorry, I'm going to go back to you, Zombie. I just wanted to see that Nishka up in the P3. He's got a battle on his hands with Vettel. Vettel, no penalties, but he will not want to stay behind Nishka. He'll want to get the move done as soon as possible because Nishka does have that 10, and he's not going to be able to get that moved, unfortunately. He has sped into the pit lane, and that is a 10-second signed, sealed, and delivered. A little bit further down, we've got Brian and Tyler going at it. Tyler goes for the switch.
Oh.
The job done up into P10. These tyres are going to be very, very quick on these mediums. Bread going side by side with the Haas. Does he get the move done? It's mediums versus hards. Jordan Sears on those 7 laps, and he's now got his teammate in P8 and P9. They're going at it now. Anything else going on at the front? Nishka, another 3 seconds.
Oh,
That's 13
no.
seconds. It's going from bad to worse for Mercedes tonight. Brian doing a phenomenal job, but Nishka is falling down the pack. He just needs to try and stay with these guys and just keep going as fast as he can. And Brian has left the session. If you could get him an invite, Zombie, that would be amazing. As Brian has left this
I'll
session.
I'll try.
And he's
I should have
dropping
him added.
like a stone, and he's into the pits. His car's pitted. Oh my God, it's Division 3 all over again at Monza. It's absolute carnage here for Mercedes. P18 getting onto a fresh set of mediums, and guess what? They're not even fresh. They're old mediums. What is happening here? It just seems like they don't like Mercedes at the moment. But Nishka doing as best as he can into P2, holding up Kazuto. Kazuto and Vettel are going side by side. Do not want to go anywhere in this race, ladies and gentlemen. 24 laps out of 29. Things just keep changing left, right, and centre. Drama just keeps happening left, right, and centre. We've just seen that Brian's gone. We've just seen Nishka getting another penalty. Vettel is trying to get the move done. He does get the move done on Kazuto. We've got Tyler and Jetman going at it. Bunkin Bronco's getting involved in that now. It's the Kicks versus the Hassers, and Tyler getting the move done. Bunkin Bronco getting the move done, and now Tyler trying to get the job done on Jordan. Do we have Brian in the? Do we have him back in?
I could not find him.
Have you not got him as a friend?
I swear I thought I'd added him, but he is not on my friends list. I double checked, and yeah, he's not there.
If not, then I'll have to try and add him in, or try and get him in if I can. Claire leading the way, 9.5 attempts, no penalties. We've got more moves going on here as Jordan, as one of the Alpines has gone off and is slowing right down and getting moves overtaken. Red dropping down into P10, now getting moves done on Jetman. Up into P10. Last has gone way too deep.
Oh no!
You has just gone out
the McLaren
miles off track there and got it all wrong. That was very unlucky that we didn't have a bad accident there. Slushy up into P12 now. Was at the points earlier on and is holding on. And is holding on massively and is looking at P11 as it stands, but will probably fall down because Brett doesn't have a penalty, neither does Wogjet. Spud Muffin now getting a penalty down there in P17. I have no idea what is going on. Brian is into the pits again on a set of softs now. What is the AI doing? They're pitting him left, right, and centre. He's now 24 seconds out of from P17 and out of the points for this. Wow, this is just drama. I just don't know what's going on. Have we got him back in yet? Now 46 seconds. Is he in?
Disaster class. No, I haven't seen him join yet.
You haven't got him as a friend then?
No, I don't. I just triple checked again. He's not on my friends list.
Let me have a look. I could never find him on this. Absolutely, he's a nightmare to find. He needs to add you out as soon as possible and get him in, because otherwise, yeah,
Yeah.
Is it? No, not on mine either. Unfortunately, we got drama going on here. Like 26, that's at 29. Hennessy's gone off track down into P17. Jordan Sears is down into P13. Both Kicks up to P7 and P5. Keep an eye on this race, ladies and gentlemen, because it is going all over the place at the moment. We've got Bunker Bronco that's just got a 3-second time penalty. Jetman is just trying to get the move down. Bunker Bronco's fallen down into P11. Brett down into P12. Drama is going on. What is happening here? Everything is happening. Jordan Sears down into P17.
Oh, Haas is off.
Now we've got a yellow and Spud Muffin with a 10-second safety car again. What is happening here?
What on earth?
You need
Wait,
to get your driver in
this just got a chance here.
You need to get your driver in ASAP because he still has an opportunity.
Yeah, I just put it in a chat. I just don't know if you've seen it or not.
Yeah, Brian, mate, where are you, mate? You need to get on. Let's get you back into this race. I don't know what is going on here. I'm trying to have a look again. if I can get him on. It just
This is a
doesn't.
big opportunity for him to get back in. He's on softs.
Yeah, I'm just trying to say, Brian. He just seems to lose connection in
Wow.
the races. No, not there.
This is carnage. This is a chance for Nishka to get rid of his 10-second. As he does go into the pits, he's going to get rid of his 10-second and go onto those soft tyres. It's not over for Nishka.
No, it's not.
It really isn't, because a lot of people are staying out.
Oh, this is a massive opportunity as well. Oh, Jetman is
Nishka would have, I think, 2 laps to get up back into the points. As he's P15.
This race is madness. This race is absolutely madness. Because now you look at this, right? You've got Kazuda back up into P3. Tyler into P4. Spotty Dotty into P5. Slushy was at the points earlier on. He's into P7.
P7. Wow.
I can't believe it. And he's on the same amount of points, as penalties as Spotty Dotty and Kazuto as well. But has a big problem, has no front right plate. So this race has been absolute drama. Nishka all the way down to P15. But does have that 3 seconds. Jetman.
But SJ, look at the Sauber of Tyler.
I know. And Brian, can we get Brian in? Anyone get Brian in? If you are his teammate.
He said he just messaged me.
What did he say?
He's got me added, but the game's glitched, and he I can't see him apparently. So I have him added. It's just the game's not showing. So I don't think Brian's going to be able to come back in unless Nishka can send an invite. But yeah, this is
I can't find him. I just cannot find him. He's just not showing up. Anyway.
Oh, Seth's got in this lap.
Restart the game and then go again. Brian,
Got
apparently.
3 laps. Wow, this is so unfortunate for Brian. He had another opportunity.
Well, he still has an opportunity
Oh.
because he's done 75% of the race. So wherever he finishes, he will score points. So he is okay. He has done 75% of the race. So let's have wait and see. But 9 seconds behind. I don't think he's going to do it. And this is the worst spot to be when the safety car's coming in.
Claire goes.
Right, Claire has gone. She's going to come under extreme pressure.
Oh, no!
Right. Oh, no! Is that Nishka? Jetman is out! Oh, absolute scenes at the back there. What has happened there? Oh,
What is
my
happening?
days. What are we seeing? But we're going to continue. We've got 2 laps
Spotty
to
Dotty
go.
overtaking Flushy.
Oh, my days. I cannot
It's
believe
Claire
it's
versus
been-
Vettel. It's Claire versus Vettel.
It is. It's Claire versus Vettel. We've got Kazuda going into these. This race has had everything tonight. Absolute cinema.
Oh, it's Tyler.
I've got to
Tyler goes
agree
down
here.
up with the inside of the Kazoo. Just makes the move. Tyler's back in this race. He's on fresher mediums. SJ. Sauber's got a chance.
Yeah,
He's
he
got
has.
no penalties.
He has.
This
He's
is a
got a
chance
massive
for Sauber to get the
opportunity.
win.
I don't know though. They got Vettel and Claire on those 7 laps. They've got 2 laps to go. Tyler is out of the DRS. Look at this. I honestly, and the question is, how is this going to finish? Because all of these guys have got 3s and 6s. So this is going to spice things up. Brian is going to get into the points, I think. May do. We'll have to wait and see. 28 laps out of 29. We're coming up to the final last lap. I'll take it away. He has been an absolute fun-filled night with so much drama tonight. We have no idea what has gone on. We've lost Nishka, we've lost Jetman, we've lost Quiet Cake and NDNV, and Merca, Hassel, Red Bull, and a Ferrari, which spices up the overalls again. But here we go, 29 out of 29. Claire coming down the main straight on the last lap. It's probably happened for her tonight. She'll be over the moon. Can Vettel get the move done and take back that opportunity? 8 laps to 10. Tyler is getting closer, but he's in 1.4. Vettel is trying to push on here. We've got Melia U up into P6. No front left wing. Slushy down into P7. Trying to hold on to the rest of these opportunities. Bread will get past Slushy because he is on that penalty as well, and maybe Wojciech. So these guys will fall down the pecking order. Back up to the front. Vettel, 4.5 tenths. He has to make the move now. Let's jump on board with the Here we go. Look at this. Going down into the DRS. Claire is in control. There's moves going on left, right, and centre. We've got Spotty Donny and Manny AU going at it. We've got Slushy and Vu going at it. Slushy up into P7. Brad getting a penalty. Spotty Donny off the track. It's still continuing here at Bahrain. Claire still in the lead with 3.5 tenths. Vettel has one more shot. Is he going to be able to bring back what he lost in the sprint? Claire is running low. Does Vettel have the battery? He has to burn everything. I don't think he's going to do it. Claire, as she's going round into the final corner, into P1, Vettel into P2. It's not going to happen. It's going to be Claire that's going to win the Bahrain Grand Prix in Division 3. Vettel in P2. Tyler, what a bloody race from that man. P2 in P4. Spotty in P5. Here we go. It's going to change like anything.
P6.
Flushing into P6. That had no points into Red Bull. Wodgen in P7. I cannot get over what's happened tonight, ladies and gentlemen. What a race.
Wow.
Buckets. I need an H2O.
What
Over to
a
you,
race.
Zombie.
Wow. Like, I thought after that first safety car, I thought that spiced it up, but that is... Wow. I thought Div 2 was good, but Div 3... Oh my god. What a race. I did not expect Claire to win this after she pitted on the mediums and a safety car. 2 safety cars and Nishka. What happened to Nishka? I think that's going to be the main talk for Mercedes at the moment, is Brian disconnecting. It's a horror show for Mercedes for the second week in a row. It's a horrible start to the season for the 2 Mercedes of Brian and Nishka. Nishka had a very good shot at winning this race, and chaotic, SJ. That was happening everywhere. Things were happening everywhere, all over the track. That is, and even this. Look at the Sauber.
Yeah.
How?
I have no idea. We are going to jump on board with some interviews in a second. But Claire taking the win. We may not speak to Claire. We may end up talking to Lamb. So hopefully Lamb does jump in. We'll have to wait and see there. We've got Vettel, P2. I need to quickly go through these results very quickly. Jordan Sears does get the fastest lap, and they are your DNFs as well. What a race. So we are going to jump on board with some interviews. We're going to go back up to the front. But they are your top 3, Claire, Vettel, and Tyler. I'm going to ask Lamb if he wants to jump in, because I don't think Claire will jump in. We'll have to wait and see. I'll tell you something. What makes me even more interested in this? Right, we are only on round 2, and things like that happening already. Absolutely phenomenal. This is going to be a very, very good season. If we're going to get results like that, then I've got no idea who's going to end up winning championships or even winning the constructors or overalls, because that just threw everything on its head, didn't it? That was just massive. We had no idea. We had no idea what was going to happen. So I can't wait. I can't wait to listen to some interviews. We've got a few of the guys in. I'm just trying to get Lamb in. Hopefully Lamb will jump in. Comments there. Jump in, Claire. Give us an interview. Well driven. We have got Lamb. I think Lamb is on behalf of Claire. We're waiting on Vettel, but we'll take it away first while we wait for Vettel to jump in. We'll take it away just with a summary of your thoughts of that race, Zombie, for your first commentating night.
Wow. There's a lot of unexpected moments in that race, to be honest. Out of all outcomes, that was the outcome. So, yeah, there was crashes happening left and right at the last 10 laps, to be honest, SJ. So, I mean, first off, like, out of all people, the Kick Sauber came up to finish on the podium. Like, that is just phenomenal stuff from the Sauber. Obviously a little bit of luck, but that's a part of racing. So, yeah, I think props to the Props to the Sauber for that race, I reckon.
Yep, and we're going to jump on board with some interviews as well. So I'll take away the first ones, and then you can ask what you need to ask. If you've not got anything to say, just let me know, and we'll move on to the next driver. But first of all, let's start off with driver of the day. Well, obviously, last night, Williams did not have the best of nights. It ended up driving into each other. Daniel P., known as Spotty Dotty, mate, just give us a bit of an understanding of what that race was all about, because we don't even know as commentators what that was, and I don't even think you know as drivers what that was all about. So give us a bit of an insight into your race, and congrats on driver of the day.
Thank you. I don't even know what happened really, because starting from the very back came up to P5, which is good. Towards the end, there was lots of crashes, which kind of helped with the safety car. But I couldn't pick because I didn't have any mediums or softs left, so I had to stay out and hope for the best.
Yeah, like we just didn't know who was going to win that in the end. It just kept switching around. You know, there was one team that were out the points, then there was a team that was in the points. It just threw us so much, and obviously Claire going on, 2 sets of mediums, having to stop again, and having an opportunity, and she knew that she needed a safety car, and she got that, even 2 late safety cars. So give us a bit of an opener on the last 3 laps of how intense that was when that safety car went in, and it was a sprint to the finish.
Yeah, well, when the safety car went in, I was just trying to get a good start, but the tyres weren't that well, so kind of fell back a bit. I was just trying to hold my position, and then out of nowhere, a car just smashed into a car in front of me, and it just helps me find my pace. And then all the penalties as well, they help too.
Well, mate, absolute fantastic race. Congrats on the driver of the day, and I'll pass you over to Zombie if he's got any questions for you.
No, SJ, unfortunately.
No, he doesn't have any questions for you. All right, well, we'll see you next week in Japan. Well done on driver of the day once again, and we'll see you next week.
Thank you.
Okay, moving on. Let's have a look. P3. I'm trying to work out who finished in P3 because everything changed so quickly.
Tyler.
And I think I know who it was. It was this man in the kick, Sauber. Tyler, you and your teammate in the sprint.
Yeah, the boys.
Unfortunately, were nowhere. And obviously needed to do a big improvement going into the feature. You did that in quali. But I don't think you can probably believe your stars of where you finished tonight on how that race finished. So give us a bit of an insight.
Well, yeah, the sprint was shocking. But we qualified well. I think it was 4th and 6th. Bronco had a bit of a rough getaway with unlucky stuff and some dirty driving a little bit. But yeah, going through the race, halfway through I felt like I wasn't really going anywhere. And then the first safety car came out, and I think we all know the only moves you can do at Bahrain is turn 1 if you have like 100% and they have 0, or out of the S's and into that downhill hairpin. And I know it looks like a dirty move and it feels like a dirty move, but every move I made getting up to Mitchie was legal, and I barely tapped some of them. So we'll see what the stewards have to say. But yeah, all in all, pretty good race, and always on Mitch's ass.
I like if you watch the end of that, and some people tell you I gave you a big shout out at the end because I know you've put a lot of practice in. You feel sometimes you're not in the right division and you need to be lower, but you've got to give yourself confidence, man. P3 after what we've seen tonight, and I don't think me and Zombie can even believe what was going on in the end because, we had the 10-second with Nishka, then he had the opportunity to, get
that
back
helped out so much.
Pardon?
That Nishka penalty helped out so much.
Well, yeah, because then he came back out. He then had to serve it due to the safety car, and that brought him back into the race. And then obviously we're going to see what happens with the stewards. But then we see there was a big accident with him and Jetman, and it was just everything was going on. So Japan next week. obviously we cannot obviously see some of the moves that we saw tonight there because
I'll make sure you do.
it's going to be so difficult. Is it a track
Yeah.
you like, Japan, or are you going to struggle?
Just raced there last week. Feel pretty good with it. As we all know, F125 is now a DRS train simulator. So yeah, if you don't make a move into the spoon or like final chicane or T2, if you want to call it, you kind of just a sitting duck. So, higher wings, boys, please, so we can have some racing and not run 0-0 and be a DRS train. Thanks.
There we go. I'm going to pass you over to Zombie if he's got any questions. He may have some for you in that race, but no, top job, Tyler, and look forward to seeing what you can do next week in Japan. Over to you, Zombie.
Cheers, mate.
Yeah, Tyler. When you were sitting around that midfield, like what were you thinking? Were you thinking of? Do you think you were going to move up? Were you thinking were you going to move backwards? Were you going to stay there? What was your plan before all that safety car chaos come out?
Well, before the safety car, I think I tried to undercut a little bit, but because I'm on controller, I can't really undercut too much because then I won't last till the end. But yeah, I wasn't moving in the midfield, and I saw that Vettel and Brad and all my mates were moving up pretty quickly, just from more pace. So when that first safety car came out, I was sitting. I didn't even know where I was sitting. I thought this is when I have to start making those risky moves. So I made a couple of them, sat a few people down, took their egos from them, and then yeah, I ended up in third. So it was scary. Don't get me wrong, but yeah, would definitely do it again.
Yeah. Oh, congratulations on that P3, Tyler. That's all from me, SJ.
Thank you very much. And yeah,
Cheers,
congratulations, Tyler. We'll see you next week. All right. Let's move on to P2 in the Alpine. And I'll let Zombie one take this one away because I know that you had a lot to say in the sprint and also into the feature. So, Zombie, over to you for Vettel.
Thank you, SJ. Vettel, very consistent over the sprint and the main race, but I'll start with the sprint. Obviously you were maintaining the lead with the sprint, but what happened in those? I believe it was the last lap or the last couple of laps. What happened there?
Yeah. So obviously I broke the RS in like the first lap, and I'm like, oh my god, I've got insane pace, and so I kept that pace up, not realizing we're in Bahrain. My tires kind of died after a few laps, and was it a V car behind me? He was behind me, but also not pushing as hard as I was. So yeah, eventually my tires just died off. But no, lesson learned. I'll take it. I mean, I got P2 and everything. Sprint quali, normal quali, sprint race, feature race. That's pretty cool. As Sick Party would say, P2 merchant.
Yeah. Very consistent. P2s across. Was it across all sessions, Vettel?
All sessions.
Wow, very very consistent. And obviously to the main race. Yeah, you were running pretty much that top three the entire time. What were you thinking when Nishka got that 10-second?
Well, I was leading by what, a second and a half, 2 seconds once Claire boxed again, and I'm like, okay, if I keep this pace up, I can win. There's like what, 9 laps to go or so, and then safety car comes in. You have to box, and because I went harder compound, I only had hards to go on. Fair people had mediums, and he gets a 10-second. I'm like, okay, well, this has saved me again. But I mean, I don't think Nishka was a threat. He's always behind me, stays behind me. So is Tyler. But no, they're all good people. But no, really good race from them, and yeah, I'm looking forward to Japan. Not my greatest track, but we'll figure it out.
Well, yeah, I was about to ask, what are your thoughts going into Japan for not just you, but your teams also?
It's not my strongest track, but the team is looking good. Fred's run it amazing. There's nothing else to say. Just Tyler, make sure there's no mud on my rear wing, okay?
I'll keep it squeaky clean.
But yeah, no, Japan. I'm looking forward to it.
All right, thank you, Vettel. I'll pass you on to SJ.
Thank you very much. Vettel, I think one of the things we want to talk about
Hello.
is in the sprint, a few things there. Did you end up bringing Kazuto back into the race to try and pull away from P3 and P4?
Did I? Probably.
We were just
It
looking
wasn't
because
on purpose.
No, well, we were just seeing because we saw very early on in the sprint race that you looked like you ran. It was maybe very low wings or high wings, one or the other, I think it was. You were pulling away down the straights quite a lot. It was like 1.3, 1.4 seconds. And then we see
Yeah.
that there was a gap between you and P2, and we thought, right, well, you've got a massive opportunity of just taking the win here. And then you then brought the V car back into it, which actually then hurt you because they ended up taking the win of the race in the
Yeah.
end. So were you bringing the car back in to try and pull away, or
No, it wasn't on purpose. But tires, again, the gap I had, I cooked my tires doing that, and yeah, he clearly didn't he wasn't pushing as hard or over using those tires. So by lap 8, 9, yeah, he just came in, flew past me, but no, it wasn't on purpose. It's just really good pace from him and fair play. Still got fastest lap, so we're on equal points going into the feature.
Yeah, which is good. Going obviously 8 points each in the sprint, getting that fastest lap. Then we went into the feature, and obviously it looked like it was going to have another VCAB night again. But it went from bad to worse for them, obviously getting the 3 seconds each. And obviously you just staying out in front. Your teammate Brett doing pretty well as well. Got involved in, I think, maybe a bit of an incident, fell back down into P10. So he was up there. And then you saw Claire going on to a set of mediums, then on to another set of mediums. But unfortunately, the safety car came out, and that helped massively. What was the last 3 laps like? Because from behind, I don't know if you were seeing, there was a lot going on, and so
I've heard.
things were
Don't you worry,
changing.
I've heard it all.
Yeah, positions were changing left, right, and centre.
Apparently, what I've heard is the highlights, that last 3 laps, would look really good with clown music on. That's what my engineer said. So,
Right.
I've heard it's really bad, but I will have to watch the stream replay to know. But I mean, I did hear Bread get a little bit loud, but yeah, no, didn't really see it at my rearview mirror.
Okay. Well, we're not going to make any comments on it because we don't know. The stewards will obviously make decisions of what's happened. We did see a few things there that Claire was under investigation for being forced off. I think it was being forced off track or forcing another car off track. So that will be looked at.
Ooh, I like the
and
sound of that.
also the safety car restart by Kazuto.
Oh yeah.
Were you in
Ooh, yeah, that
P2?
wasn't good. I was in I'm always in P2.
So
I'm
just from
allergic to being winning.
from your point of view, we did see, and I think Zombie said this at the same time, we see the VCAB speed up, then slow down. Is that correct?
Slow down, then speed. Yeah. So going we're slowing down and going to the last turn, he speeds off, and then as you're about probably 50 meters from the pit lane entry, he slams on the brakes again, and
Right.
scared everyone, I'm sure.
Okay, so that's obviously a big penalty coming the way for Kazuto. Last question for me, not about Japan, actually about the team in itself. You seem very, very consistent in Division 3 in 2 weeks, obviously 2 races. You and Brett seem to be going pretty well. Is this a division you feel that you can win the championship in and maybe the constructors?
Yeah, I mean, I'm loving where I am. It's a great team in my eyes. I'm not gonna say anything about a championship just yet in round 2, but if we can keep this consistency, I mean, I think the end of it is, I think the way is you've got to be at a team you like, so you get what's it called, your motivation to keep going. But yeah, I mean, if me and Brad keep this consistency up, it's definitely on the table. But no, I'm not going to say anything just yet about it.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I think you're doing a fantastic job, and I look forward to seeing what you can do in Suzuka.
Yeah, it's looking good.
Man. Okay.
All right,
All right.
thank you, boys.
No worries. Let's jump off to the final interview of the night, which will be Claire on. Well, reputation of that will be the TP of Ferrari. Lamb, from a team principal point of view, before we do talk a little bit about Claire's performance tonight, how did you find that race? We found it exhilarating, questionable, shocking. There's a few words to talk about, but from the Ferrari seat, how did you feel it from your team's point of view?
I was on mute. Whoops. Well, I'll be honest. I only caught the last few laps as I was at work. I come back and I asked the lads how they were going before I drove home. They told me the sprint results, and clearly they weren't impressed with them because they came back and absolutely blitzed in the race.
Yeah, we did see tonight that Indian V didn't have the best of nights. Did very well in the sprint. I think scored points in the sprint, but in the feature did struggle. Getting obviously that quali ban, putting the back of the pack, then getting a drive through, and then obviously getting another penalty and then calling it as well. And Claire taking the win, fantastic result for her. But investigation for forcing a car off track earlier on in the race. Obviously, that will be something that will be looked at, I'm sure, by the stewards. Could be a 5-second losing, which means Vettel takes the win. What's your thoughts on that? Giving cars room in that downhill section?
Oh, if it was early on the race, I haven't seen it, but so I can't really comment too much on it. I can only watch the replay on it later on.
No, all good.
So, there's a bunch of downhill sections at Bahrain, so I'm not even sure which one you're referring to.
One going up the hill and then down the hill. The worst probably one.
Turn 10.
Yeah, I think it's sector 2. Yeah.
Generally going side by side into there isn't a good option, but there's also that massive curb on the outside that if you do get like pushed a little bit wide, there's that massive curve for you to just sit on, like what the esports boys do, and just use that to get a better exit. So that's all I can really say on it.
No, that's fine. That's fine. We won't talk too much. Obviously, Claire's taking out the win. Good momentum. Obviously for Ferrari pending at the moment. How are you feeling that this week's gone for Ferrari? We did talk about the Cooper Trooper earlier on, and he was a bit up and down about it. It's been an interesting week. But yeah, how do you think it's been for you and going into next week in Suzuka? How are you feeling with the momentum of your team?
It's definitely been a bit of an up and down week. I'd say it's been more up than down for me personally, anyway, because I think we had better results than what we did last week. So that's always a positive. And then going into Japan's always going to be a difficult track with the S's and the curves in the S section. So we're going to make sure that all of the Ferrari drivers, are all prepared for that and just know how to hit those curves properly and not spin around.
Okay. Well, I don't really have many more questions to ask, apart from obviously well done on the win. And look forward to seeing what happens next week in Suzuka. And obviously, Claire timed the strategy to a T. She went double mediums and then on to another set, got the safety car and had the opportunity to continue. And it was looking touch and go at first, but it worked in the end. So congratulations to your driver, and we'll see you next week in Suzuka.
Sweet as, thank you, SJ.
Cheers, mate. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, that is it. Zombie. What a night of racing, and what a way to finish it off with Division 3 and a race like that tonight, which put in a lot of drama, but the stewards, I'm sure, will be very busy in this one.
Yeah, I'm sure there'll be a lot of penalties, even with the Red Bulls at the start of that race, which I'm still like speechless of how Slushy got P6. P6 after that is good job by him, but stewards wise, yeah, that Claire moment, that's gonna be, you know, she'll be looking across the verdicts the next couple of days and just hoping that she's somehow not found at fault. But yeah, I mean that's all I got stewards wise.
Definitely. It's been a very enjoyable night tonight of racing, probably for some and not for others as well. Will some teams be able to bounce back next week? It's been a very, very tough week for some teams, and it's going to be a massive opportunity next week as well. Still early in the season, though. You know, these things do happen, and it's about bouncing back. And we've seen teams bounce back and bounce back in great form as well. So, going to be an interesting one. Thank you very much to everyone that tuned in tonight. Ghost 20252050, Wheelbusser 29. Obviously, for the surprise interviews as well. Thank you very much to Plug Out Wonton and Connor for the resub of 21 months from Dido. Massive commitment and support from Dilo, so thank you very much. Avak on a 3-stream streak, awesome as well. Sazu Slams as well, thank you very much, and everyone else that followed yesterday. McCall, Sean, DeQuinney, Jack Mick, Viper as well, and anyone else that has jumped in. And also a massive well done to Zombie on his first time in the comms box in Rush. I'm sure, maybe, we'll have to wait and see if he wants to do it again. We will see you in the comms box yet again.
I mean, yeah, thank you for having me. I don't know if I did well, I don't know if I did not well, but I will do anything to improve, and you know, I could commentate in the future. I'd be definitely down for it, SJ.
There we go. That's what we love to hear and see. Thank you very much to everyone as well. All of our sponsors, Pagny and SimLab, SRC affiliate this season, NA I369. One more race to go, ladies and gentlemen. It is the reserve program tomorrow night. So if you are a reserve in Division 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, put your name down and get yourself involved in tomorrow, which is Suzuka. We are in front now of the league races, so you will get an opportunity to see how you go. Remember, if you're a reserve, you get the priority. If you're full-time, you do not get the priority until all seats are full. As I think I've seen already, it is full. So really, really good to see. If you want to commentate it tomorrow as well and want to give it a go, let me know. Flick me a DM and we'll get you in. Thank you very much to all the podium winners as well tonight. Obviously, Claire, Vettel, Tyler, and Driver of the Day to Spotty Dotty. That is it. We are going to be back next week when we kick it off with Division 1 for Suzuka. I will leave you a quote before we go. Claire, someone said earlier on, is that the first time a female has won in Rush? You are incorrect. She has won before. But will she keep the win? We'll find out in the verdicts. Good night.